those of us that are eagerly awaiting Honkai Star Rail might not have to wait much longer, as Hoyo just had the license for their game approved as of January 17, 2023. What has players even more excited is that with Honkai Impact's current story coming to an end, Star Rail's release could be right around the corner, allowing players to witness the end of a chapter of their lives and move into something new yet simultaneously familiar. Before we delve into that, however, let me take a moment to thank our patrons over on Patreon. Your guys' support is invaluable and deeply appreciated, and is an amazing thing to always be able to include in every single video. Also, if you have a moment, consider following Mrs. Stix and I over on Twitch. We stream there every weekend. Now, last year, Hoyo actually revealed, they announced that Honkai Impact 3's story, the current story, was coming to an end. Many players took that to mean the entirety of the game's story would be ending, as opposed to what was the desired interpretation. Part 1 would be ending. Part 1, of course, consisting of the story from day 1 until the final day, ending the story of Kiana as protagonist. While bittersweet, it is honestly time to move on to something new. It has been years. And while part 2 will begin in the near future after some type of interlude, Star Rail is also slated to release likely in the time between arcs. If what I read online is to be believed, part 2 of the story is going to feature the ability to travel to other planets and fight new alien enemies, which ultimately carries the potential to tie into Star Rail. Star Rail was expected to have released earlier in 2022, had China not changed the process of licensing and releasing video games within the country, freezing approvals for all new games, domestic and foreign. According to the National Press and Publication Administration, China has approved 88 games in total for licensing and distribution within its country. Admittedly, many of these games I do not in fact recognize. League of Legends is here at number 9, Torchlight Infinite is there at number 36. What the hell is Magic Baby Memories? Oh god, is this some weird fetish that I'm unaware? Oh, please God, no. Just no. You know what? Let's go ahead here and move on. Apparently God of War never released in China. Maybe they're releasing the entire franchise there, or a single title. Ragnarok, maybe? Either way, that is listed at number 72 here, and most importantly, Honkai Star Rail at number 78. Interestingly, given Zenless Zone 0 held beta tests recently, it in fact is not listed as being approved for a license, which can only mean it is going to release at a much later date than Star Rail, to the misfortune of many of us. Hoyo are on absolute fire right now with regards to game releases, somehow developing some of the most gorgeous, engaging anime games in the entire genre. And while it is unlikely Zenless will launch anytime in the immediate future, probably 2024 or later, if I'm being honest, many players are claiming, or at least hoping, that Star Rail will release on March 7th. Hoyo have not given any type of concrete release information at present, but according to players on Reddit, patch 6.4 ends on March 8th in China, allowing for the perfect tie-in with Star Rail. Star Rail is Hoyo's first attempt at a turn-based, narrative-driven anime RPG on the scale of Genshin Impact. Large areas to explore, stunning environments, some of the best-looking husbandos and waifus in the entire gacha genre, and for those of you that are fans of Genshin Impact, this really should come as no surprise. While Star Rail is going to ultimately differ quite significantly to any other gacha that they hold rights to, Hoyo has shown a lot of faith in every single one of their intellectual properties, and have shown no evidence of slowing down the production of their games. On the contrary, after Star Rail and Zenless launch, there's no doubt in my mind that they will be doubling down and further increasing the rate of development for titles until they dominate every subgenre they possibly can. With their funding and the talent that they have employed, I have no doubt that they can very likely achieve whatever they set out to achieve. 2023 is going to be a phenomenal year for gacha games. This is partly due to Wuthering Waves, but also partly because of every other gacha game that is also launching in 2023, including Star Rail. Now, if you need something to play while waiting for Honkai Star Rail or Wuthering Waves or really any other gacha game, then I got you covered with 2 videos on screen right now. One featuring a new gacha game that just released, and the other featuring a list of every upcoming gacha game launching this month, January 2023.